Most of the animation has been blocked out. The time has come to detail the blocking and fix any mistakes, and eventually take new artistic decisions. You may remember that during the initial blocking, made a little mistake regarding the anticipation of the jump, where the weight of our character is supported by the right leg, while we want him to jump to the right. If you move right, it's better to anticipate left. Since the right hand of the character is contacting the ground, you now understand it's better to use inverse kinematics. Now, as I adjust the center of gravity of the character, his right hand stays on the ground. And since I shifted his weight onto his left leg, I will also move his right hand to better balance him. Remember to align the center of gravity of your character between the two contacting points. And as in this case, the center of gravity is centered in the triangle made by those three contact points. Then I will tweak the character pose so that it looks better on the camera view. I started my details blocking by fixing the previous pose. Your goal at this stage is to make sure there is no guesswork in your animation. As soon as you have a lot of contrast between two poses, make sure you add at least one breakdown. Make sure all your anticipation and overshoot are posed. At this stage, I'm jumping from this pose to this one. There's a huge difference between the two. So I clearly need this intermediate pose that will serve as a transition pose but also an anticipation pose for the catch. Using the breakdowner for the center of gravity and the feet of the character, pressing Shift E, and then you can tweak the position to create better arcs. To create this breakdown, I favorized the previous legs pose, keeping them pretty flexed, while I bent the right arm and opened the right hand, as if it was supporting some weight. This to emphasize the summoning of the trident. You can check the separation between the fingers and the nice counterposing between the shoulders and the hips. This naturally built a counter line of action compared to the next pose. I'm treating the whole body as if it was some kind of spring. And I'm really enjoying this point of view that really looks like a classic oil painting. At this stage, what I did to make the animation reads well is to detail the trident spear motion. I generally prefer to block my whole character on each frame where I'm detailing the blocking. This to prevent any controller unwanted interpolation between poses. But since the spear is independent from the character here, I can deal with it as if it was a separated character. And I'm creating more breakdown poses so that we clearly understand the rotation of the spear while the character is raising in the air to catch it. Note that I'm creating a lot of poses for the trident so that I do read well the rotation. And also when I will switch to spline, breaking down the rotation like that will prevent most flipping issues. There's always room for improvement, but now we clearly read the trident rotation.